but it's wide open like legs in Atlanta and Florida. So they've been
All right, well, Tampa Bay Buccaneers won the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs 31-9. Tampa Bay was the first city to play and host. Buc fans flooded the streets after the big win, celebrating with Tom Brady for his 7th Super Bowl championship ring and the franchise's 2nd Super Bowl win. Now, of course, nobody was worried about COVID guidelines because the city was on swole. As you can see, the parties were jumping off everywhere, throwing by. First of all, promoters, it was crazy.
wear your mask.
Right, where your mask at? Promoters were coming from everywhere to get it popping down in Tampa and throwing all these parties. I saw promoters from Savannah throwing parties down in Tampa.
I know a lot of people who have physically left Detroit. Now, I don't know if their move is permanent, but they literally have been living in Atlanta for the last 6 months because they're party promoters. They can't promote no parties in Michigan because we've been really shut down. You know what I'm saying? But it's wide open like legs in Atlanta and Florida. So they've been they done moved down there so they can start doing some stuff. You see, Tampa is crazy.
Man, look at them. Wear the mask at though. That's all I want.
Wear your mask.
No mask, man. They definitely got it popping now. The official Super Bowl party, the after party went down at the Florida Aquarium, had Ludacris and Migos. They were performing live. There were tons of celebs in Tampa with all the Super Bowl parties. The City Girls were there, Moneybagg Yo, 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, Tyga, and fresh from being partying, your boy Kodak Black was in the building doing his thing at a lot of the parties too. And everybody was like, dang, like Kodak paid back.
Man, that's what I was laughing at was Tom Brady. Tom Brady was S-faced, and here he is now. He's literally throwing the trophy from one boat to another. I ain't never seen Tom Brady just at the point where like he has to have help walking. Look at him. Look at the legs.
But you know what? I will say this. He deserves to. He deserves a party. He deserves to. If he deserves that, bruh.
I've never been a Tom Brady fan at all, but yeah, congratulations on his 5th Super Bowl, or is that the 7th?
That is his 7th Super Bowl championship ring.
Yeah, congratulations, but yeah, you support Trump, so.
Yeah, I'm not really a football man anyway. I could care less. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl, bro.
It was boring.
Yeah, I did check in for the Weeknd Super Bowl performance, which was. It was interesting. I thought it was dope. Winning the room and everything, but I mean, it was alright. It was alright.
I didn't like anything about nothing. I didn't like the Weeknd. I didn't like the cinematography, especially that last scene. I don't know what it is about the Weeknd, but his artistry, I just ain't a fan of it. I like him as a person because he spends his money and he supports causes and that sort of thing. So stuff like that is never lost on me. But as far as like sitting down and really enjoying the Weeknd, you know what I'm saying? Like this must have been one of those cases where Jay-Z was playing checkers or chess, because I had no idea why he selected the Weeknd. Because like really and truly, they should have picked some of the people. Because I'm not even sure if you watched the beginning of the game, but Jazmine Sullivan and H.E.R, both of those performances, I could have stopped watching them, because at that point, like those were the artists who I was interested in seeing.
I'm with you on that. I was definitely here for Jazmine Sullivan and H.E.R. I love both of their artistry. They're just amazing, talented artists, and I felt like it was a good look for Jazmine Sullivan because she hasn't really gotten her just due in the music industry. I feel like people really haven't. Weight? Yeah, she lost a lot of weight, but I know that, she's battled with that whole weight loss. The whole weight struggle has been tough for her. You know what I mean? And I know that people, like the record industry really didn't embrace her because of her problem with weight. They didn't really put her out there because she was a big girl, and that's unfortunate. But now, you got artists like Lizzo that's, kind of breaking barriers. So, Jazmine Sullivan, now, baby, you can go ahead and eat your Popeyes now, baby. You can go ahead and get swole again, thanks to Lizzo.
Right.
You know what I mean? But anyway, so now what about Britt Reid? What's that all about, Seth?
Andy Reid is the Kansas City Chiefs head coach. His son, Britt Reid, was one of the assistant coaches. Thursday, before the Super Bowl, he had an accident. He was drinking, actually had hit a vehicle, injured two children in the crash. One of them is a 5-year-old, and she's on life support right now as we speak.
What?
So he had a substance abuse issues, drinking, because he had an issue in 2008 as well, where he was arrested for DUI. So now, 13 years later, there's another case of driving while under the influence. He even told the officer that he had a few beers or a few drinks or whatever before he had the incident. But that was a Thursday before Super Bowl. So he wasn't allowed to coach in the Super Bowl. They've released him from the organization. But that's just part of the cases that, like, I believe in second chances, but you already had a DUI that caused injuries in 2008, and here he is again now. Me, like, that's another case of white privilege. Like that, if we have a theme to our shows, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's one of the recurring things. It's like white folks get to do stuff that we'll never get to do.
Never get to do.
I want to go out and hurt somebody drunk driving, but just saying that there's always a different set of rules for every sort of situation where there's somebody white involved. And I think the young lady, the 5-year-old, she is obviously a minority as well. So,
oh gosh, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
And it's interesting that we haven't heard much about it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the story about Chad. What's his name?
Who beat his black girlfriend?
Yeah. Same thing with it. We don't hear a lot about those stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when white folks do wrong, they'll give you little tidbits of it, but like they won't tell you the whole story. But like stuff like this, you got to go searching for it, and that ain't right.
It ain't right, because if a black person were to do it, I'm telling you, it will be on TMZ, it'll be on the world news, and it'll be on local news and all the blogs. You know, right. So it's kind of like a double.
You know what I'm saying? And it's second offense.
Yeah, it's a double standard. Just kind of like how they're forgetting this country artist. They use the N-word recently. How, you know, everybody, like, his record radio station stopped playing him, but his record sales have jumped up. So like now he's still selling, like, you know, thousands and thousands of records. But here you go with Nick Cannon when he had his situation with Wildin' Out last year. And we're going to talk about that. You know, like, everybody was like, no, let's cancel Nick Cannon. Let's cancel Nick Cannon. But you're going to forgive this dude, this white guy, for using the N-word and being really offensive with it. You know, come on now. White privilege. We need to just go ahead and make just a part of the show's just got to be called white privilege.
White privilege.
We got to do that.
Round up.
Hey, let us know your thoughts on the Everybody Man Live podcast. Leave your comments as we keep it moving.